This one. Yeah. We did it.
We did it? We did it. What's
it.
up, LFQ? You might be the only person who can actually type on Twitch. Well, I guess Tony can too, so I'm glad you're here, man. It's usually too late for you, but we appreciate that you came through. Did you watch the GTA 6 thing? Our theory was that Twitch is down because of the GTA 6 thing, and people were probably trying to stream that shit. Yo, Soundbite Interactive says first. Nice. Yeah, Twitch is definitely messed up, Soundbite. Wait, who is Soundbite? Who are you over there?
Might be Brightside.
Is that you, Brightside?
It's Brightside.
He's probably like, oh shit, what is Soundbite Interactive? Fuck, why am I logged in on this? That'd be amazing. Yeah, I'm waiting for the reply. LFQ technically got first. We have no idea how because Twitch chat is fucked up, so he still managed to do it. My streak will not be fucked with. Yes, it is Brightside. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tony, you want to talk about City Sample getting the update?
I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened, but yeah, looks like they updated it. I'm trying to see if it's download updated City Sample today. Okay. Is it just the same one? Yeah. Okay. I might have at least 2 copies of that already, so I gotta probably delete one. Yeah, we were watching the GTA thing for, I don't know, 10 minutes before stream.
All right, I threw an announcement into Discord just telling people like YouTube seems to be working. So if you guys, if anyone's in chat right now and you're like, what the fuck, why isn't Twitch working? It's working on YouTube. Brightside is over there. So we got that going. We do have Twitch up. I think it's okay. LFQ was typing, but
I can see it. I can type. Yeah, it seems to be okay for me.
Dude, the trailer's like fucking 30 minutes long. We were like scrubbing through it, watching a little bit of it before
stream. Hour and a half?
Really?
The one we were watching might have been 1 of 3.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, something like that.
I was going off of this VGC article where they said everything shown in the Grand Theft Auto 6 Netflix special, Rockstar's 30-minute gameplay debut, was full of new details. That's what they said. Let's see. Ran for just over 30 minutes during the special. Several gameplay elements were introduced, though they weren't fully explained. Obviously, that makes sense.
Maybe it was 30 minutes total. I had seen something about how it has like 3 different parts, and I thought it had said that each part was 30 minutes, but maybe each part is 10 minutes.
Yeah. Welcome. Wait, Turning Cog. Yeah, it's Turning Cog. Okay. Wallfacer, LFQ is here. That's all that really matters. Damn cold. Yeah, dude. It was like that. I don't know how he did it, but he still got first. Even though like Twitch is all fucked up, he still hit the first. So his first lead is insurmountable, boys.
I think you can get first on YouTube, but I'm honestly not sure, to be honest with
you. That's a good. Do you want to just reset it?
We could, hit it for science, maybe.
Yeah, let's do it for science. All right. Go whenever you're ready, Tony. Tell them to go, and then
they can just figure out when it happened. It's fine.
Okay. Figure out when it happened, guys. Drop some firsts in YouTube chat. Gross, I'm over here today, yeah. Is the stream working for you, LFQ? Like, I feel like it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe he can't type back. Either way, it's crazy. But yeah, my whole, I guess not mine. It was Tony's theory that Twitch is experiencing technical problems to prevent people from streaming the GTA 6 trailer on Twitch, which would be, we got our tinfoil hats on over here. But yeah, I could see that happening. So anyway, I will tell you guys what happened in the GTA 6 trailer. Let's see. It was captured on a base PS5. Demo began with drug deal gone bad, giving us our first extended look at gameplay. Jason walking through Lucia's apartment and taking food out of the fridge. Why is that a bullet point, VGC? After both left the apartment, we got our first look at in-game driving. There was a BMW E30 So 3 Series with a convertible, but it was motorized, which they never made for that generation, which is interesting.
They're putting it on YouTube at like 9 p.m. tonight. It's only on Netflix exclusively for like 6 hours. So
some Brightside ass conspiracy theory. I mean, Brightside, do you agree? Do you think Twitch is doing this on purpose? Like Rockstar gave him like $8 million and was like, hey, just conveniently cause technical problems during the launch of our trailer.
I mean, Rockstar could have paid a Black Hat a small fraction of that.
Yep.
Like DDoS the shit out of Twitch for just an hour when our thing comes out, please.
Yeah, dick Twitch's endpoints. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so they took some shit out of the fridge. These are some stupid bullet points. Let's see.
It looks like GTA. The graphics are good.
Yeah. Looks like good graphics.
The world is immersive. There's so much detail. There's so many things going on everywhere that they showed in the trailer, which is, tailored to that trailer, of course, but looks like GTA.
Yeah, apparently you can play as either Jason or Lucia. I know people probably want to say Lucia. That's what they say in the thing. I knew a person growing up as Lucia, so it's very hard for me to break that. An Italian person, so like it's Lucia to me. The wanted system has changed from GTA 5. Now a circle on the map will indicate the area in which cops are tracking the pair of protagonists rather than seeing specific minimap indicators for each police vehicle. That's interesting. Shark cards or don't progress. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. We haven't seen anything about like shark cards.
I don't think online is going to be available on launch day. I think I said this yesterday, but yeah. I bet you it's 3-6 months, maybe a year out. That's how GTA 5 was.
Yeah, exactly. I would agree. Then there's a bunch of shit about vehicles. You can drive a fan boat. Cool. Working out was shown, but it's unclear if this was a cutscene or part of gameplay. You can use a kayak on open water. There's a bunch of different cosmetics you can wear. Wearing a disguise over your head can reduce your wanted level. That's interesting. Players can take on robberies with one player robbing the store and the other serving as the getaway driver. That's kind of cool. I'm assuming that would be as a single player situation. You're like, I don't want to rob. I want to be the getaway driver.
They showed in the trailer that we saw like somebody was driving the car and then they like hit the button and it looked like GTA 5 when you switch between the protagonists, but they just swapped to the person in the passenger seat and then they were shooting while the computer was driving for them, I guess. So.
Oh, turning cog. I would pretty much guarantee that you can hunt wild hogs. And
they showed hogs in the trailer. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
You can watch TV. That's what we saw.
There was an Arby's commercial that had hogs in it. Basically. Yeah.
It was like the majesty of nature shows all these animals. Are you hungry? And it's like now you get all of these animals, from fresh from the wild.
Yeah.
They literally make 30 million from GTA to this day. So taking that whole fan base away from whaling them money and offering them no multiplayer. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, obviously GTA is going to be successful. It just is. It's going to make a ton of money. It all depends on how they want to do that. So they have to be, I'm assuming that Rockstar needs to be very careful about how they roll this game out with the feature set, because the method is going to potentially impact the money they make. Right?
But like the game comes out, right? They make, I don't know, $300 billion on launch day or something.
Yeah, that's what people are projecting.
I don't know what the number actually is, right? But so that's like 100, 100 or 1,000x what they're making per month right now on GTA Online. That'll carry them 9 months to a year out when they launch new GTA Online, and then that starts making them $300 million a month for the next 2 or 3 years, probably, assuming it goes well.
I think what Tony's saying is probably the way they're going to do that, Brightside, because you were saying it's 30 million a month from GTA Online. I doubt that they would kill their own thing immediately. That would be a crazy business.
GTA Online will stay there until sometime after
roll it out,
GTA 6 is rolled out. Yeah, totally.
Yep. So. And they're going to both be active at a certain period of time, and they'll watch players roll from one to the other. And then when this one gets too low, they'll just shut it off, and like everyone will be GTA 6.
Yep.
Okay, so we got kayaks, we got boats. You can put on a disguise. You can switch between Lucia and Jason is what his name is, I think.
Jason.
Yeah, you can switch between the two of them. like it seems like you can just hot swap, and it's like the couple is like basically who you play as the whole time.
Which is pretty similar to how GTA 5 works with the 3 different protagonists.
I thought they were like completely separate stories, and they would cross over at certain points.
Well, yeah,
I don't know.
but you can hit that button and it does the like fly up into the sky and then fly back down into the person, like exactly the same way they showed.
Okay,
so
I see.
Gameplay wise, like you could swap at any time. So,
let's see. A brief clip showed Lucia drive away as an influencer streamed from her car. The stream chat was shown on the right side of the screen, so you can like stream in the game. That's interesting. I don't know how that's gonna work. It makes me think that they're gonna do something meta with it, where like it's integrated with Twitch or something, like your streaming platform already, and you can just play the game and like see your chat in the game. That's what it makes me think of.
mm-hmm.
But who knows if they're gonna do that? If they do that, that'd be huge. That'd be very cool. Lucia parachuting off of a building was also shown. We saw that, and it was meant to highlight the draw distance of the game. It was actually huge. It was pretty crazy. You see like off to the horizon.
The visuals, especially in the thing they showed, of course, which was highly tailored to look good, like looked really good. I didn't see too many problems.
Yeah, visually, GTA 6 looks really, really good. I also remembered, like, as we were watching it, I was like, man, this makes me want to play it. And then I know immediately I will not want to play it. Like, I would get it, play it for a little bit, and be like, I don't want to do this game. This is not like, I want to be a Mortal Shell guy, like running around smashing monsters. Like that's the kind of game I want to play.
Sound like you like turtles or something.
Yeah, exactly. I like turtles. That's why I've called myself a chud gamer sometimes, like I just want to play video game that is, fun to play, action mechanics. That's usually what I want to do. Okay, so that covered, all of the bullet points that VGC decided to put into their article, which is interesting. I would have put, convertible BMW E30 doesn't have, motorized fucking convertible soft top. That's what I would have put in. Been like, game is unrealistic. What's up, Anna? How you doing? Why is Twitch making me dox myself? I'm secretly the GTA 6 target audience, bro. I hope not, because I'm not gonna buy it. Like, I'll say that right now. I'm just not gonna buy it. That would be crazy. I also moved YouTube chat over to my main screen, so it'll be easier for me to read since Twitch chat is super dead, but it is what it is. How you doing, Anna? Did you watch the GTA 6 stuff? Okay. Zero Company Dev says they want to make more Star Wars games. Fans asking for more Kingdom Hearts 4 information will have to wait after a bit of a gap. Konami wants annual Silent Hill games and is working on many unannounced projects. That's interesting. Annual Silent Hill is a insane thing to say.
Silent Hill becomes Call of Duty.
Yeah. That's super crazy. Let's see. Oh, there was a Fable gameplay demo that I've been seeing float around a bit. Mixed reactions. Some people were saying the combat looked really slow and boring. I didn't get that from it.
From the Fable
thing? Yeah, it seemed fine to me. You watched The Witcher 3 remaster? Sweet. Yeah, so the GTA 6 trailer came out what?
At 1 p.m. our time.
Okay, so like an hour and a half ago, it came out on Netflix only. So Tony was saying that tonight they're going to release it on YouTube as well. But we were Brightside conspiracy theorying that Twitch chat is broken, or Twitch is like broken because they're, assuming people are going to stream the whole Netflix exclusive thing, which they probably signed a deal with Netflix about. So they're like harming streaming platforms so that they don't do it. YouTube has an algorithm that would bop you if you're immediately, if you're streaming GTA 6. So I didn't see any of the leaks turning COG, and I don't know why. I just didn't see any. Maybe I just didn't click on them. I didn't, I'm like, I don't care. Whatever. Okay. So what about Witcher 3 Remaster, Anna? Do you have what are your feelings on that? Good, bad? Yes, no? Unnecessary? Exciting? Who knows? I don't have the time and energy to play whichever Witcher 3 DLC. Oh yeah, they also were doing I think all the DLCs and user generated popular mods are being included. I think so. Like the Witcher 3 remaster is like the best Witcher 3. I think is kind of the idea that they're going for. It's like there's a reason why you would want to buy it and play it again if you're a Witcher 3 fan. I'm guessing that's their whole goal. And then that will, dovetail into Witcher 4, which I think is that next year. I'm gonna look.
Maybe, yeah.
I did see some people hating that they announced Witcher 3 during like one of the most anticipated things ever. The GTA thing. They're like, why did they do that in the same window? It's because it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Let's see. Okay, that says it won't be released. Witcher 4 is not until... Okay. 2 days ago from Forbes, CDPR confirmed Witcher 4 is targeting 2028. Yeah. So it's a while away. It's going to be a minute. Let me see if I've got anything else here on the game news. I wasn't really feeling any of these articles. Okay, we could go for this. Wolf Among Us is getting a remaster. Gets a noir mode when it launches this October. Let's see what the fucking noir mode is. Telltale, it's being produced by Warner Brothers and DC Vertigo. That's good. They should have that kind of backing for it. I was never a Wolf Among Us player. I own it. People have gifted it to me and said that I should play it. I probably got maybe like 20 minutes in and I was just like, I don't want to play this. In which we see a new noir mode made to evoke classic era detective movies. It's going to launch on PC, PS5, Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch. Wolf Among Us 2 is not being canceled. This is just our comment on that. Yeah, that's it. I guess we don't get anything else. Maybe they just announced that they're bringing it back. Okay. The launch of the remaster is October 29th this year. So give it 2 months and you can go play Wolf Among Us remastered if you want to. I'm tired of these remasters, honestly. Okay, after rave reviews, Zero Company Dev says it would love to make more Star Wars games. I don't know what Zero Company was.
It's like Star Wars XCOM that's coming out.
I might be into that, actually.
People are saying good things. That's all I really know.
Okay, speaking of VGC on the game's release day, BitReactor founder and game director Forsh, Foerstch, I don't know how to pronounce that name, Forsh, called Zero Company's critical reception a surreal moment. Okay, so it's out, sounds like. Let me go check that on Steam real quick. Zero Company.
Oh yeah, it's like the banner on top of the store right now.
Yeah, there she goes. Okay,
mixed reviews.
It came out today, so mixed reviews. I would take with a grain of salt. There's probably Star Wars haters in there, just being like, Star Wars sucks, woke trash, whatever, right? Like, you're probably gonna get some of those people in there dropping bad reviews on it.
Looks like the bad reviews are mostly just technical issues and optimization.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that is not what I expected.
One of the top reviews says, "There's no doubt for me, this is one of the best games in the Star Wars universe since Jedi Academy." That's high praise.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody says majorly XCOM meets a sprinkle of Mass Effects. XCOM gameplay just difficult enough that you feel like you scraped by with a win. There's Star Wars XCOM, 10 out of 10. That's what all of them say.
Very interesting. I mean, that makes me want to play it. I'm gonna give it some time, let it stew, because I love XCOM, but I have some issues with XCOM. It's pretty janky. I think that's usually what I dislike about it. But I mean, this looks pretty neat. And if I can have a good time playing a Star Wars XCOM, I think this might be a winner for me. It's gonna be really hard to pull me away from Mortal Shell 2, at least until I 100% that bitch, and then I'll probably play something else. But Star Wars isn't even sci-fi. Downvote. Yeah, Star Wars is definitely not sci-fi. Did they just jam the Batman Detective mode in Wolf Among Us? Honestly, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't. We don't know what noir mode is. This was obviously like a paid article for them to talk about noir mode. Anna says a friend who loves Witcher 3 is really hyped about it. Yeah, I mean, if I were like, I loved Witcher 3 as well. It took me probably a year, 2 years to get it because so many people kept talking about it. And then when I played it, I had to get through that the beginning like 10 hours, where you go deal with the baby and the fucking and the the demon baby and the lady in the swamp and all that, the Baba Ganoush or whatever the fuck she's called. I know that's eggplant stuff that's like hummus, but still. You have to deal with her. Is it Baba Yaga? I don't remember what it is, but it's like the creepy, Slavic grandma in the swamp. The witch. You have to deal with her, and then the game opens up. That was when I got through that. I was like, oh, I see now, because everything was very on rails. I don't know. It's weird. Did you talk about the new MiHoYo game trailer? I don't know what that is.
It's because you're not a weeb.
Yeah. See, confirmed. I'm not a weeb. What the fuck is MiHoYo?
They make a Genshin Impact and
Zenless
like
Zone
Zero and Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah. Okay, cool. No, I don't know anything about this, Luminous. What do you know about it? You into that? I never that would be a very weird game for you to be into, just knowing you. Baba Yaga. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, I was just saying some nonsense, a bunch of nonsense words about what that thing was. But yeah, she's got her like little shack in the swamp on chicken legs. It's very spooky. Don't know if it's the name of the game, but usually creepy Slav witch grannies are called Baba Yaga. Yeah, the boogeyman, to quote John Wick. The Baba Yaga. Okay. Yeah, Illuminous, you got anything about also Twitch is fucked up, Illuminous. So if you want more chat that is consistent, you might be better off on YouTube, but either way, just for today, yeah, I don't know anything about MiHoYo. That shit's weird, bro. Okay, so Star Wars XCOM kind of looks interesting to me. I might be into that. Yeah, I'm currently collecting tar stones and working on my 100% completion of Mortal Shell 2. We got Kingdom Hearts. I don't really care about this, but I'll cover it for you guys because I think some of you might be into Kingdom Hearts. Is anyone out there in chat into Kingdom Hearts? I feel like I liked the first game. It was interesting. I never played any of the others. The stupid gummy starship was weird. Having Goofy in your party as a healer was kind of weird, but I was into it. I liked all the Disney stuff. I thought that was cool. I'm not a Disney adult, but I do enjoy Disney.
I saw this quote from the artist who had to design the cover art for Kingdom Hearts 1. And he's like, I remember just sitting at my desk and being like, how the fuck am I supposed to make Goofy and Donald Duck look all like serious and brooding in this like idea that they had given me? And he did pull it off eventually, but he said he was like really scared going into it because he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to.
I imagine on his mood board, he has the word yuck, but like crossed out. He's like, no yuck. Do not ever yuck.
I mean, he could throw a yuck before like a big like 2-hand heavy or something maybe.
Oh, yuck smash.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That works.
When he gets hit and like KO'd, he goes gorsh. Yeah, exactly.
See, I'm into this actually.
Yeah, no. All right. I retract my statements. This is cool. I'm glad we have YouTube as a backup, but it still feels dirty here. Hey, we appreciate it. It's gonna be good for our YouTube numbers.
Yeah, we need some YouTube numbers.
Don't know is the name in the game, but usually creepy. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry, Anna. I already read that. It's a children's game. We're adults here. Whatever you say, bro. Who's an adult here turning cogs? Certainly not you. Definitely not me either. Don't act like I'm trying to talk down to you about it. But yeah, that ain't me. Barely an adult. I'm playing Farm Simulator. Thank you. See, Anna's got my back. Okay, something is planned for the Kingdom Hearts 25th anniversary, but fans are gonna have to wait for a new trailer. Oh shit, bro! They got a fucking screen cap here of like Coco. This is gonna be weird. It's got Sora from Kingdom Hearts in the Dia de los Muertos face paint, and he's hanging out with Coco.
Yeah, they do have. I don't know if you saw the Kingdom Hearts trailer, but like it just kind of looks like that level of animation and like stuff like they would have in like a 3D Disney movie now.
It might be weird. So what the reason why I like the first game is because it was a lot of Final Fantasy. There was like a lot of that going on there.
They're leaning
like,
into the Disney
cool.
hard from what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'll put it up. Let me find it.
I didn't do any 2. I didn't do any 3. I'm not looking forward to you know, Illuminous, which one are you talking about? I see you DMing. Are you talking about the fucking trailer for MiHoYo? Is he wants us to watch the trailer on the stream, Tony.
Fine.
I know he's crashing out over there, spamming us with messages. I'm gonna go into streamer mode so I don't get distracted by that.
All right, well, let's watch Kingdom Hearts so we're not just jumping back and forth.
Cool.
And then I'll put that one on.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Do that.
And just before any of you guys in chat think I'm crazy for that, I've known Illuminous since I was 17. So we've been friends for like 30 years. Okay. Where do I get the streamer mode thingy?
I'm not putting the sound on because it would definitely not go well.
No sound. We can't do that. YouTube would kick us off.
You can just listen to this drum and bass. Oh, I guess I can't hear that on YouTube either. So it's just silence.
Yeah, just watch it on Twitch with the drum and bass and like, you know, Coco type shit going on. Yeah, right. Bro, did they move streamer mode again? No, there it is. Okay. Still nested under appearance for no fucking reason. Did they add some Mass Effect style dating sim elements to Farm Sim? That's not a yeah, I don't know. Who knows? What the fuck is Farm Sim, dude? That's my life now. Plant crops, milk cows, seduce the town blacksmith. Hey, goals, Anna. You know, get after it. Okay, so we've got Coco guitar. I'm just gonna talk over this. This is gonna be weird. He's guitar. Why does he have skeleton fingers? I thought he just like had pretend skeleton hands. He wasn't actually a skeleton. Oh, they got the little spooky guys popping up. Sora's got the Keyblade. It's okay.
And now it looks like Avengers when the aliens came to town.
Yeah. Is this... No, this is Sora. I was like, is this more Final Fantasy? Nope. Who the fuck is that chick? Is she from any of the other Kingdom Hearts games? I remember Sora being like the only human in like Sephiroth.
Oh, they're hyper skating.
They've got so many new IPs to add to into these, huh? Yeah, they really do. That's why I was like, oh no, we got Coco stuff going on in Kingdom Hearts. This is gonna be crazy. Oh shit, he got the fucking Candy Skull Keyblade now.
He did the fox hunt in the fucking mini golf course, you know?
Why does this game look like the plot from Bleach? I mean, it's not. I mean, that's not inaccurate if you're talking like past season 1, but yeah. Yo, they got Mickey. Let's go, dude. Was Mickey in the other ones? I don't even know.
Yes, definitely. I think it's like Mickey, Goofy, and Donald are like the core team.
I thought you were trying to save Mickey in the first one.
It's possible.
The demon things are the bad guys turning cog. They're like sad feelings that are, you know, infiltrating Disney stuff. I'm dead serious.
From the movie Inside Out.
Yeah, it's like the sad feelings are getting in there and corrupting like the whimsy of childhood.
And then meanwhile, you have Sephiroth with an umbrella over here.
It's okay, Luminous. Macro Rage is a wonderful YouTube fucking name for you, bro. Sorry for the crash out from Macro Rage. So good. Notice Fall. Oh, Notice Fall's the new Hoyo game? Okay, cool. We'll check that out after this. Is this Sephiroth? It's gonna be Sephiroth in a weird hoodie. Is he back? Okay, we got some Final Fantasy action going on. This is one of the Final Fantasy guys with the cape. I don't remember what his name is. He's definitely from one of those, though. That's from 14? 16? I don't know, man. I'm living in the past, guys. My Final Fantasy knowledge ends at like Final Fantasy 4 or 10. Not
10.
4, sorry, 3 or 10, which is 6.
All right, here's the waifu game.
All right, we're going to the waifu simulator. It's funny, there's a delay, and you're like, here's the waifu game. It faded to black and was like Kingdom Hearts. That's fucking funny. Yeah, you're good, bro. I appreciate the apology. No worries.
These visuals are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this weird thing in the sky. Ooh, I like that. I like that boat. The boat's cool. Got some dragon stuff going on. Okay.
Any of you guys play Genshin or Honkai or ZZZ?
When I was at Bungie, there were a lot of people that played Genshin and were telling me Genshin's amazing. And I was like, I'm not fucking playing Genshin, man. This shit ain't for me, bro.
I remember playing Genshin once or twice and thinking, like, this doesn't feel like too bad of a game, but I just never played it again. So I don't know.
I played it for 10 minutes. No, I didn't even play it. I launched it and got hit with all those tutorial pop-ups and then quit. Because it was like, I was like minutes into tutorials without playing the game. And I was like, I'm done. And then I just spammed through the tutorials until I could get to the menu and quit the game. And then I uninstalled it. It
just kind of plays like Breath of the Wild.
Okay, sweet. Here we go.
But yeah.
We've got a Genshin player in the bright side. I played Genshin for a bit. I actually really, really like it.
Okay.
Turning Cog asks, do you think I play waifu games? I think you play Gooner games, bro.
Turning Cog, if you told me you played waifu games, I'd go.
Yeah. I would not be surprised at all.
Not even like 1 second. I would be surprised.
It was pretty good if you don't get sucked into the gambling stuff. So you're not what's the horse game? Horse girl racing game. Did you ever play that, Brightside?
Uma Musume or something like that?
Yeah, Uma Musume.
Yeah.
Did you play that? Because like I feel like that could be a dangerous game for you, Brightside. Betting on horses and shit, losing your fucking lunch money to the
I that'd be good Brightside stream content, honestly.
Yeah, actually, I think that'd be great.
Like watch Brightside bet on waifu horse girls. I'm into that.
Yeah, I'm actually into that. That'd be pretty funny. So what did you like about Genshin? Did you like the action gameplay? Did you like the open world exploration? That's very obviously derivative of Breath of the Wild. Like what's the deal for you? Oh, Turning Cog is posting a weird emoji. I don't know what that guy is. Yeah, the gambling stuff is very much why I'm not into gachas. That being said, I told you guys before that I worked for Topgolf as a level design lead doing a mobile golf game. It was a gacha. It was interesting. If these guys want to watch me play the Gooner games, I don't think Uma Musume is a Gooner game. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. They're like,
you can go into anything if you want to, man.
Yeah, they're like fully clothed, and there's no jiggle physics or anything. It's just they're just horse, anthropomorphic horse girls. It's very weird. It's not even safe to say that they're horse girls because they're just anime girls with horse ears and tails, and they kind of like pretend to be horses with their fucking hands and shit. Very Japanese. I'll just say that. It was literally Breath of the Wild. Exploration, boss fights. I like the fighting mechanics. You had to create a team that synchronized with each other, min-max gear and stuff. Okay, that sounds interesting. I couldn't get through the fucking tutorials, man. It was too much for me. I was like, just let me play the damn game, see if I like it first. I don't want to keep clicking through these fucking menus just to be like, okay, now I can finally run around. Wait, whose Genshin account is this? What do you mean?
I put on some gameplay video from YouTube
Okay.
just so I was trying to.
Yeah, I'm behind.
But I think they like literally started the game from the beginning, so I'm trying to see if I can find a way to play it from like a different point in the video, but I don't know if I can. Let's see if this does it. Nope. Anyways,
Turning Cog's emote
Go back
was
to there.
called Cat Orange Whistling. How did you even find emotes on fucking YouTube, bro? Oh, never mind. I found them. Here's a nice yapper. Got a yapper emote for you. This is like the opening of the game.
Yeah, I think it was like literally somebody starting the game from the beginning. So,
Is it? Paimon, the most annoying character ever. Male or female character? Do they have genders in Genshin? This is how little I know about this shit. Obviously, guys, you're learning more about me in how much I've been raving about Mortal Shell. That's like the kind of game that I'm really into. So, I try to be. Oh, she's like Navi. Oh no, dude. But yeah, I try to be, talking about other stuff that I don't care about, just for you guys, so that we've got things to discuss. I appreciate it. Okay. I want to read about this annual Silent Hill game fucking plan here. Poop Pants, great. We're doing that again, Turning Cog. Silent Hill may become an annual franchise, according to franchise producer Motoi Okamoto. That's according to franchise producer. Our aim is to hopefully have an annual release of new games. This was an interview with Games Radar Plus. Japanese and Scottish settings of Silent Hill F in the upcoming Silent Hill Townfall are no accident either. The series has been moving away from its original setting on purpose. We stay laser focused in the same American setting that would exhaust narrative possibilities, also potentially cause fatigue for the player base. I think an annual fucking release would cause fatigue. What are you talking about? In order to make Silent Hill an annual franchise, multiple games will need to be developed simultaneously. Okay, so they're just expanding the franchise into like spin-offs is what they're saying. The Dab?
be right back.
Who's dabbing? Oh, the Dab from Anna. Okay, I see. Elbow cough is what that's called. It's not a dab. So if I do this, am I dabbing? Let's see. We would like to let players know that we have more experiences coming up, many types of games that we believe will be able to provide positive kinds of surprises for players waiting for the series. That's weird. I don't know what that means. Let's see. One of the VGC guys played Silent Hill Townfall after I left the hands-off demo of Silent Hill Townfall, so he didn't even play it. If it's fucking hands off, that means he's not playing it. It was hard to think about much else. The elephant in the room is that as a Scottish person, it's novel to see my country represented. But not only that, represented so authentically. Okay, so he's saying he liked how it was, Scottish. Cool. That's literally his only comment on playing Townfall. If you guys are curious and you're Silent Hill fans, Townfall is September 24th. So in a month, we'll talk about that. We'll see how that's going. Illuminus, did you catch the GTA 6 trailer on Netflix? We were looking at that. We were talking about it at the start of the stream. What did you say? The Notice Fall is what it was called? Yeah, Notice Fall. I don't know. I don't know if I have feelings about it. It looked like a game. I'm not really into like anime stuff. Not necessarily as a rule. It has to be good, I like good things, interesting things. We hyped about the new Resident Evil movie? I feel like I might be.
Looks like it'll probably be good, yeah.
New Resident Evil movie. I'll definitely watch it if it's good. Oh yeah. No, definitely. Yes, I am. I remember we watched the early trailer when it came out like a few months ago, like 6 months ago or something like that. Yeah, and I thought it looked really cool. I thought it was like an interesting take on it. And it was Zach Kreger. Yeah, this is back. Shit, this might have been a year ago now, guys. This is a while ago because we watched this talking about Dread.
Yeah.
What did Kreger also make? He made other stuffs. Let me check his filmography. What did you make, bro? What have you made? Tell me, internet, what he has made. Barbarian, that was it. Weapons, that was it. Okay, Barbarian and Weapons. I haven't seen Barbarian. What's up, Gil? Is Twitch working for you, Gil? We're having some Twitch problems, so a lot of people are over in YouTube chat right now. Twitch work for YouTube. We're not on 5.9, so the title is about which version the game is using when we're streaming. So we're on 5.7 for Dread. Yeah, you tried for like an hour. Yeah, Twitch is broke like globally. There's a bunch of problems for everyone. LFQ popped in, but I think he dipped out. He came in just to get first, but yeah, it's late for him. Anna says, I'm only paying attention to indie games that I'm interested in and watching YouTube channels who talk about them, looking for good games. Nice. Yeah, I think that's fair, Anna. That's a good use of your time out on the internet. There's some like crazy shit that's really bad for you that is very easy to watch and just be consumed by. Director's been doing good things, Barbarians and Weapons. Yeah. I still haven't seen Barbarian, dude. Maybe I should watch that this weekend. I remember someone in chat was going crazy about Barbarian, saying it was really good.
It might have been Josh.
I think it was Adder, Josh, and Brightside. Barbarian movie, where to stream? Where can I watch you? Amazon Prime? Cool. Might be what I'm doing tonight. Or Barbarian on Hulu. Interesting. It's good though, right? Brightside? I feel like you guys were saying it was really good. And it's like not what you would expect. And it's like interesting. Oh, it's like a Airbnb horror type of a thing. Traveling to Detroit for a job interview. That's crazy. First off, who the fuck is getting a job in Detroit? Young woman books a rental home. She arrives late at night to find that the house is double booked and the strange man is already staying there. And then it says again, but it like kind of, okay. Against her better judgment, she decides to spend the evening, but soon discovers there's a lot more to fear than an unexpected house guest. Oh, shit. All right. Oh, it says HBO Max 7-day free trial. Okay, so I can probably watch it on Max. Twitch is back? Nice. Welcome back to Twitch. I like how quickly you guys abandon YouTube for Twitch. Brightside said, I enjoyed it, and my wife enjoyed it, and she doesn't like horror. Nice. Okay. Smooth transition in the forest. Yeah. So what Tony's working on are fog cards to make the illusion better. He was working on that yesterday. I don't know if you saw Brightside. So in the forest, you can walk in any direction infinitely, but we need to be careful about the edge of the, like the boundary, because you can get a little bit of pop in. So like stopping the player from seeing that so heavily is really important. Also, Brightside saying my wife. Amazing. I know you got married a little while ago, but just saying. Don't listen to them. Doom scrolling cat videos is good for relief. I mean, I don't think doom scrolling is looking at cat videos. That's a different kind of scrolling. Yeah, there you go. Get that streak, brother. Is there a word for like scrolling cute animal videos that isn't doom scrolling? Because doom scrolling is like looking at horrible stuff all the time. Like basically just Twitter for you page or whatever is doom scrolling. Brain rot? Are cat videos brain rot? I feel like it's good for you. You know, if you're doing it 12 hours a day for like 4 months straight, obviously that's bad for you. I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to justify my own behavior here because I definitely like that's one of the things that I will look at my phone for is like sending my wife cute animal videos because they make her happy and I like doing that. So, you know, that's what I do with it. Okay. So Barbarian, I got to remember Barbarian. I want to watch that tonight. I want to play some Mortal Shell again. I got to go get more Tar Stones, and then I might check that out. Okay, GTA 6 stuff, Kingdom Hearts stuff, Silent Hill.
Gil, that reminds me of the thing that's like how if you play Tetris when you experience trauma, it doesn't make it stay in your brain as permanently.
Yeah. I mean, there was like the crazy shit that I saw way too much of was the flash flood in fucking Nepal. That's what I saw. Like,
Yeah.
there was so much of that on the internet today and yesterday.
Yeah, there's a scientific study that shows that if you play Tetris immediately following a traumatic event, that your incidence of PTSD will be like severely reduced because it
You're not
basically like,
spiraling.
well, yeah, you don't sit there and focus on it and like create a bunch of like negative feelings and associations with it. And also like while you're playing Tetris, your like lizard brain is like compartmentalizing things the way that it's supposed to, and it like frees it up to do that. And that's their theory, at least. So brain stuff is always like kind of a guess for scientists, but that it's been shown to be like kind of a real thing, I guess, though.
I could see like mindfulness meditation also doing it if you were good at doing that. That's like a learned skill though, you know, because like mindfulness is being present and like dismissing the thoughts in your head. And if you're in PTSD, like how the fuck are you going to get rid of the thoughts? They're intrusive. Like that's the part of the problem.
I'm going to guess something. Does Pac-Man work? Probably not, because Pac-Man's about like getting chased and like avoiding things and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
it's stressful.
Luminous would probably work.
Yeah.
Like, Candy Crush maybe would count. I don't know. That's like probably a little too like jingle keys, but like
Stardew?
No, you need something more like where you have to like use 100% of your brain 100% of the time, and Tetris is definitely like that.
So like a chill puzzle game is probably really good. Yeah.
But like something that has like time or like, you know, totally.
Any other games, specifically Tetris? Yeah, where it was a weird study. They were only using Tetris. I imagine chess would be stressful because you have to like, oh damn it, Turning Cog, you're supposed to do that on YouTube, bro. That was the whole test. We were trying to do it on YouTube.
He was trying it. It didn't work.
No. Oh, you were? You were trying it on YouTube? You did? Okay. No. All right. Sorry. I retract my damn it. Thank you for assisting.
What does it say? If an individual plays Tetris after a traumatic event, the memories don't get imprinted on the brain as a traumatic experience. Playing a visually demanding game shortly after a traumatic experience engages the brain's visuospatial processing system, the same system responsible for storing visual memories of trauma. When you focus on fitting the shapes into neat rows, you effectively interrupt the intrusive memory formation associated with PTSD. Research supports this theory. Oxford University conducted a study where participants were exposed to distressing images. Half of them played Tetris for 20 minutes afterwards, while the other half did nothing. Those who played Tetris experienced fewer intrusive thoughts in the days that followed. The simple game essentially competes for the brain's resources, using up the system before trauma memories can embed themselves.
Very interesting. I mean, I definitely, as I think about it, just, you know, being a lifelong gamer, experiencing traumatic stuff, all I would want to do is like escape into a game. You know, I wasn't necessarily playing puzzle games, but I know when my brain is occupied by like collecting items in a, you know, an action game that I'm into, it absolutely, like organizing things, collecting things, that stuff, it definitely works for sure. The circle goes in the square hole. Yeah, that's right. It's the square hole. That's what she said. The government finna send us to Tetris rehabilitation camps, bro. I mean, we don't live in Russia, so, you know. Twitch chat's also broken for you. I see you typing, Gil. But if it's not working, refresh or just go over to YouTube. I'm watching that right now. So like I'm checking up on it. Shit, this might be like the most engagement in YouTube chat we've ever had because Twitch was exploded.
Oh, like times 10 already.
Yeah. In Russia, Tetris gives you PTSD. Yeah, exactly. Imagine a Tetris gulag. You just have to do Tetris until you fucking die. I had to close and reopen the app a couple times. Yeah, I believe that. I did too, to like get the stream going and all that. Yeah, in Russia, PTSD gives you Tetris. I kind of miss that meme, you know?
Yeah, that was a good meme.
That was a great meme. In Russia, Chuck Norris is you or whatever. Okay. Crazy Taxi World Tour feels like the offspring of the original Crazy Taxi and Forza Horizon in the best way. I don't know, man. Do we need another fucking Crazy Taxi? I feel like that shit was dead.
They are certainly trying.
I can safely say I've spent more time playing the Dreamcast version of Crazy Taxi and later its Xbox 360 re-release than most games in my life, said Chris Scullion, managing editor at fucking VGC. This fucking guy.
Managing editor at VGC. There you go.
Now I understand why his opinions are so whack. He's like, I'm a Crazy Taxi main. That's all I play. Oh, Brightside. Yeah. Okay. So we were looking at that the other day. The Rock Band remake.
Yep.
Wait, is it? That's not the remake.
It's not a remake. It's
like a new studio.
It's called like
to make Rock Band.
Stage Tour. Yeah.
Yeah. Stage Tour. Yeah. So we were looking at that, and in the trailer they show like this character, and I was just like, nah, that fucking ain't it. I'm not into this. Like immediately. And then one of the little things they pop up advertising the game being like, oh yeah, you can do this and that. It was like collect over 180 different guitar skins. I'm like, I don't fucking care about any of that. That's not why I'm playing Rock Band. And through the course of our discussion, I was saying like the reason why we played Rock Band back in the day was it was an excuse to go over to your friend's house and pretend to be in a rock band with them. It wasn't about any of the meta game systems or anything like that. You're pretending to be a part of a band. And that's what made it really fun. And everyone had their own little job and did a bunch of cool shit, you know, like, and you could like yell at your friend who was like sucking ass on drums, or your one friend who like insisted on singing the same goddamn song every time and they could never do it right. Like, or you had the one friend who just nailed this one song. You're like, oh shit, you're like, Boston's coming up. Like, bro, you're on the mic now. Like that shit was really fun. Is that AI text? That's the bullshit AI font. Who knows, dude? It might be. Gil has the OG Guitar Hero. Fuck yeah, dude. You can probably actually make some money off of that, to be honest.
I was seeing you could sell the drum set for like $200 from Guitar Hero World Tour.
Yep. We last Thanksgiving, my aunt was like, hey, do you guys still have Rock Band? Because if you do, like I got rid of my old shit. She had like a PS2 or a PS3 with Rock Band on it. And she was hoping that we still had it. And we like went rooting through everything. We found one plastic guitar. That's it. We couldn't find the mic. We couldn't find the other 3 guitars. We couldn't find the drum set. And like we were, you know, my wife was upset about it. She was like, man, what the fuck? Where did these go? Because like she looked online and she's like, a whole set of this is like $500. What the fuck? I don't want to buy this. A bit more.
So now you get a brand new kit with this game that will, I think it'll work with all of them too.
Oh, that would be sick.
For $350.
Maybe that's what they're going for. Like maybe that's their whole thing is they're like, we know you're not going to play our game, but we know you still have a Rock Band disc somewhere. So buy our kit and you can go back and play the Rock Band.
I think they are hoping, please buy our $350 kit. You're inevitably going to mod all of these songs we didn't license into it. Whatever. Like, please buy the kit. Like, I think that's probably where they're at.
Gil said a bit more tech oriented, but have any of you used Common UI thoroughly? It's probably the most broken plugin I've ever encountered.
I mean, we have it implemented in here for like all of the menu stuff here, but this is definitely like heavily based off of how Lyra does it. So I didn't get too creative with it.
Anna says
fucking forever to load, but
Anna says, I love
Oh, I
Rock
know I'm not
Band.
showing my screen. Shit. There
Oh,
you go.
you're good, bro. Yeah, yeah. Here, go back, and then.
So yeah, here. So all of our UI here is common UI, based off of how Lyra does it. This is literally the Lyra options menu. I've heavily modified it at this point, and made it so I can add my own tabs and stuff. But, yeah, not fun to get here. I agree. It's definitely kind of janky. So works okay though.
Anna was saying, I love Rock Band. My sister and I bought the Beatles Rock Band with all the instruments. It was so good. All right. I have to tell you guys, I don't like the Beatles. I know, shocking. Vince has a weird opinion about something. I just don't care for the Beatles. Never enjoyed them. I recognize that they were very important musicians and they literally changed the face of music, but it just doesn't hit for me. It's not music that I'm into at all. And I know that's crazy. I know some people are like, you're an idiot. You don't know shit about music, but I don't know. Just not fucking with the Beatles. So I explicitly avoided the Rock Band Beatles set. I still have one of my guitars and mics around my house. That's good, Anna. You should save that shit. All the old legacy gear will work with this new game at least. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually cool. That's a smart idea. I remember when they were out with almost guitar strings just before the hype died, people just went for a guitar. Gil, are you thinking of Rocksmith?
Yeah, they have Rocksmith. You can play real guitar.
Yeah, you plug in a real guitar, but it plays kind of like Rock Band, and it teaches you how to actually play guitar.
Yes.
I'm an
Rocksmith
80s
is actually
fan.
really good.
Didn't they also do like a Drumsmith? I feel like my brother-in-law
I think
was
somebody
like,
tried to make Drumsmith, and then they tried to like re-release Rocksmith too, and I don't think that went very well. But OG Rocksmith was cool.
Anna, don't say that. I like that you like the Beatles. It's totally okay. I know that people like the Beatles. I'm not hating on anyone that likes the Beatles. I just don't like the Beatles. And I knew it was going to be a contentious fucking thing at one point. I'm an 80s fan, so what do I understand? Yeah, that's true. Me too, man. Me too. Some good new wave shit. Like, yeah. I get it. I agree with Gil this one time. Why is everyone so adversarial? Is it because Twitch was broken? You guys didn't get you didn't get the nice schedule that you're used to, so everyone's like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm kidding. I know you guys are just messing with each other. They had some amazing Pat Benatar songs. Hell yeah. You're like a rascal turning cog. You're not really adversarial. There are some people who come in who are adversarial. They usually pop in, drop one adversarial message just to stir the pot, and then they dip. 80s fangirls still enjoy the Beatles? Yeah, of course, Anna. I fully recognize it is a weird opinion. It is not a popular one. People get really heated and upset with me for not liking the Beatles. So that's why I give it that preface. This has been something that I've had to deal with my whole life. People getting mad that I don't like the Beatles. Also, fuck Bob Dylan. You know what? I'm just leaning into it. Fuck Bob Dylan. His music sucks, man. He's a good musician. He's a great lyricist. His voice is so fucking annoying. And my uncle's really into like Grateful Dead, Bob Dylan, bluegrass, and shit like that. So he's always he's a very skilled musician. He plays stringed instruments, guitar, mandolin is one of his favorites. And my cousin, his daughter, plays like violin fiddle style, so she'll do like bluegrass and shit. And they always play music during, family gatherings and stuff, but they always play the worst fucking songs. Like, I'd be cool with them playing some country. That would be okay. And I'm not a huge country fan. I just do not want to fucking hear another Bob Dylan Grateful Dead song. Bob Dylan is a good poet, but his voice sucks. There you go, Bun Bun. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Bob Dylan has not gotten better on the guitar in 70 years. Get him, Brightside. Vince wants to get canceled today. No, I do not. At least I'm honest with you guys. Try to stay concentrated during the Hotel California solo. Yeah, dude. Some of the solos in that shit were so crazy. I can't remember which one I would always get into. It might have been Silver Sun Pickups was like really, really hard in Rock Band too. Fuck. What was the name of that song? I can never remember.
Lazy Eye.
Lazy Eye. Thank you. Yeah, because it was like a lot of strumming. And that was
chords
really
and
fucking
really
hard.
fast and really technical. Yeah, totally.
Really hard. But that was one that I could play pretty well on expert. I was not playing the, what's the Italian metal guitarist ones that were like, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Fabrizio Mangione or some shit
It's
like
very
that.
Italian.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
And then it was
totally.
like the hardest guitar track you could imagine. No lyrics, no drums, just guitar.
Oh, and they had Buckethead. They had, I don't know. There's like an All That Remains song. I remember it was super hard.
I love playing Welcome Home, Coheed and Cambria. That shit was great. Paramore was really fun. I would play guitar and sing Paramore at the same time. That was great. Turning Cox says, Anna, he tries every week with one hot take or another. I'm not trying. It's just the way I am. In Russia, you're not canceled. Russia canceled you. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Masters of War is on my daily playlist, but that man is boring. What's Masters of War, Brightside? Is this a Bob Dylan track? Sweet Child of Mine on master difficulty. Good memories. I just liked the Coheed and Cambria opening. That shit was so fun. What's up, Odd Oculus? Welcome to maybe fixed or broken Twitch. Who knows? We covered a lot of stuff already, Oculus. We were over here talking about music, and I said Bob Dylan sucks. Fuck Bob Dylan. And some people in chat crashed out. Some people agreed with me. Bun Bun says, I actually saw Dylan open for the remaining members of the Grateful Dead in the early 2000s. I mean, like, are you a Deadhead a little bit, or you just like the music? Because I've heard so much Grateful Dead that I never wanted to hear. But you guys got to remember, my favorite bands are Nine Inch Nails, System of a Down, Tool, Perfect Circle. Like, fucking metal and industrial is like what I listen to, and like goth music. So like I have branched out a lot since then. But yeah, I have very, very conflicting musical tastes with like the Beatles, Grateful Dead, and Bob Dylan and shit. It just does not work for me. Like 60s, 70s music is fucked. Only the finest gameplay tags. Yeah. Certain songs, but I have a Dancing Bear tattoo. Nice. I'm pretty sure. I think my uncle has one too. Animals as leaders? Hold on, let me look. I have not. Okay, what is DJ Gent?
It's technical metal.
Insane musicianship. Nice. Okay, so I have to throw this out there, Oculus. Even though you could say Nine Inch Nails is music for musicians, I'm not. Like, I grew up with a bunch of friends who were musicians. Some were semi-professional, some like that was their whole job and stuff. And like the best example I can give is anytime they would be like, yo, you should really listen to this. It was always like fucking Dream Theater and like Radiohead and all kinds of other stuff that I was like, this is fucking boring. I'm not really into it. But I'll give it a shot. I'll check it out. I'm always open to listening to new stuff. Physical Education and Woven Web, 2 songs from them. Okay, let me put these on Spotify real quick, Oculus. Thank you. Okay, we'll go with Physical Education first. Physical Education, Animals as Leaders. All right, sweet. It's on the thing. I will listen to it as soon as we're done streaming. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Was Def Leppard to spray tease for you? What do you mean by spray tease? And Def Leppard is awesome. I do like Def Leppard. I go through phases in music. Right now I'm on my Shostakovich. I don't know what is that, Anna. Other Russian composers. First semester I was on DC Fontaine, and I like DC Fontaine. I want to say he did the song for Mobland or whatever, and he's definitely in the playlist for my gym stuff that I listen to. Last year's Suede era, 80s plus Spray. Oh, the Bon Jovi vibe. No. I like Bon Jovi. No, I'm cool with that, dude. I like 80s stuff like that. You know, like the hair metal. Is that, yeah, maybe that's the turn of phrase that I'm used to, is like hair metal. Like Heart is definitely in my playlist at the gym for sure. It's Alone, I think. Super Long Staircase was trippy. Yeah, thank you, Oculus. Tony built the staircase. It's a transition between the neighborhood and the forest level. Tony's working on the forest level right now for Dread. DC Fontaine's last album, Romance, is so good. DC Fontaine's a rapper, right, Anna? Am I mixing this up with a different Fontaine? Yeah, let me check real quick. Oh, this is totally a different band. Irish rock band formed in Dublin. I mean, I like the Cranberries, and I'm old enough to have listened to them when they were new. I definitely was like playing that album on repeat often. More like rock. Maybe you're thinking of Kneecap. Fuck. It's, damn it. I don't want to get this song out of my Spotify. Okay, never mind. It's good. Okay, so I can go to this thing here. Remember, guys, I'm a boomer, so I'm like trying to figure out how to use Spotify right now. It should be in, no, it's not in this one. It's in this one. I'll tell you who this person is. Fontaine's DC. That's who I'm thinking of. It's not DC Fontaine. It's Fontaine DC. That's so weird. Yeah, exactly. Zombie, dude. I like Linger too. Linger's really good. Obviously. I'm old enough to have bought their albums when it launched, the Cranberries. Yeah, exactly. I was still a little young, so like my mom bought the album, but I would listen to it a lot. The first album that I owned, or I guess piece of music, was a cassette tape single for Too Legit by MC Hammer. And I listened to that shit front and back over and over again. It wasn't even like an MC Hammer album. It was just like the single for Too Legit to Quit. Every day I use electronic nodes. I remember you recommended it to me and literally fixed some migraines for me. Yeah, Bass Tony. I'm telling you guys, you need to get you a Tony. This man is goated. My first purchase was Marcy Playground. Yeah, dude. Of course. Of course. I mean, I was, I'm old, so for me that was like college. Probably like end of high school, beginning of college, I think was when that song came out. Dude, Roxette is so good. All right, Gil. I know this is weird after I just said I don't like the Beatles, but I do like Roxette. Oh, it's a crazy thing to say. I know, but I will admit it. I like Roxette. I need to put fucking Roxette in my playlist. No, I'll lose the tracks that Oculus recommended. You went to their concert when they were here? That's awesome, dude. I also realized I don't like concerts. I've seen a lot of good musicians in concert. I've seen some bad ones too. I went to the Genesis farewell tour in like 90, 91 in Dallas. When I was how old was I? Probably like 8 or 9 years old. That was cool as fuck. It was incredible. Tool is incredible live. Genesis is fucking awesome. Genesis is in the playlist. I got some Duran Duran too. I'm trying to think of what else is in there. True Faith, New Order, obviously. Peter Gabriel, yep. You mean post Peter Gabriel? Yeah. What was I went off on something. I was talking nonsense. Anyway, yeah. I like a lot of different kinds of music. Tears for Fears, Aha, yeah. I did like George Michael when I was a kid, for sure. Talking Heads never really stuck for me, Anna. It was like too weird, you know.
I've come to appreciate them over time and like how amazing of like musicians that they are and performers and stuff. But yeah,
they're fantastic. Yeah,
like that. Like I don't really want to listen to their music just like chilling, but like watching like that live recording of their concert is like incredible. So impressive.
I think for performance artists, I think Nine Inch Nails and Tool are probably the two best performances I've ever seen. They were fucking phenomenal. I enjoy some of their music. Dire Straits is good too. New Kids on the Block, yeah, they were huge, man. They did a Oreo cookie commercial. You knew them via the TV series? That's pretty funny. No, they were like a sensation here growing up. So I was in like 3rd grade when New Kids on the Block were blowing up. And everybody at school was talking about New Kids on the Block. They were huge. Yes, Eurythmics, Pet Shop Boys. Yes, good call. I also really like Enya. You know, I guess I'm outing myself a little bit here. You know, I grew up with a single mom, so like I listened to Enya, Enigma, fucking Annie Lennox and shit. I think the first CD I bought was the Spin Doctors. The Two Princes song was the first song I learned front to back with all the lyrics. The Cure, I mean, Anna, I was, you know, I'm goth, so it doesn't look like it because I'm not wearing any, you know, black or anything. But yeah, I'm goth, so The Cure, obviously. I've heard way too much The Cure. I don't really like The Cure. I think it's kind of boring. But you know, like I said, industrial Nine Inch Nails stuff is definitely like that's the way for me. I mean, shit, we were talking about music a bunch yesterday, so we're doing music again today, I guess. Anna, it's really weird that there's a band called Fontaine DC, and then DC Fontaine is a rapper. Why? I don't understand. Okay, so Fontaine DC are 2014. DC Fontaine is what I need to look for. DC. Maybe it is the same group and they just did a rap song? Yeah, okay. The song I'm thinking of, Anna, is Starburster. Is that the same band? That's kind of the only one I know. Well, I'm Googling it and it's coming up with the same group every time. Okay, so it is the same band. I like them then. I was just confused. Yeah, they're cool, dude. I like that shit. It's very good. We knew them here via their sketches. Very interesting, Gil. You couldn't get away from New Kids on the Block in the 90s, like very early 90s. There was no way. It was just fucking everywhere. And then, of course, we had NSYNC in 98 Degrees. Those were the ones where I was like more of an appropriate age to listen to, you know, pop bands and whatever. I was like middle school, high school. I used to hate that shit. And then Justin Timberlake did that solo album. And I was like, hell yeah. Cry Me a River was so fucking good. They do a lot of collab with Kneecap as well. They go with rock rap fusion. Okay, cool. Then I'd probably like a lot more of their stuff. Tony, you saw NSYNC at Mile High?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, first concert I ever went to, technically.
That's awesome. Old is the new.
I'm pretty sure the Black Eyed Peas open too. Like like before they were popular.
I think the craziest like opener and headliner that I saw was Perfect Circle opening for 9 Inch Nails, and then I saw Perfect Circle and Tomahawk open for them, and that shit was so nuts. That was the Fragility tour and then the Mer de Noms tour. Don't judge me for my French accent. I'm not going to do it. I think it's weird. I don't like French accents. Crimea River was solo. Yes, it is. Yep, exactly. That's what I was saying. That when he dropped that solo album, that's when I came around on JT and I was like, hell yeah. You don't have to say what you did. Yeah, that shit was so good. Man, the memories. That was also when I got into the Neptunes, which is from Illuminous there, And then that got me into like hip hop. JT has so many bangers. Yes, he does. I'm sad that JT stopped making music and like became an actor and did, whatever, and then faded from the public eye. Like, God, he made so much good shit. Like during his like peak after he left NSYNC, like he made so much good shit. Yeah, and then I had a phase where I was listening to like a ton of Lil Wayne. I would get home from my job that was like destroying my soul and play World of Warcraft PvP and just let Pandora serve me Lil Wayne related music over and over again. I would do that for like hours, for days, for years. Yeah, WoW PvP. So my favorite time of WoW PvP was Wrath of the Lich King. And I've said it a few times, Oculus. So some of you guys already know this, but I would multi-box in WoW. I would play, I dual boxed Warlocks for a while. I had 3 accounts at one point. Also that I could play 3 characters at the same time. But the chill time when WoW was like my decompress from like horrible workday game, I only played 1 character, and it was my heirloomed out, fully kitted rogue, human rogue that I played. As soon, I think you hit level 9 and you could go into Battlegrounds, and then all I did was play Warsong Gulch until that character hit level cap. And that's what I did, just listening to fucking Lil Wayne and just, sapping people mid, like camping mid Warsong Gulch, not doing anything useful, just being a piece of shit. It was so fun. Yeah, I agree, Oculus. I think the best time for me playing WoW was probably vanilla. Like right after launch, it was so good. Nobody talks about live service games like this today. Yeah, it's because they suck ass, Gil. Live service games are horrible. And I say this as someone who worked on a live service game for 5 years. I love Brit Rock to this day. Pink Floyd to Joy Division to Blur. Yeah, Brit Rock is interesting to me. There's some that I like, and there's some that I really don't like. It's very hit and miss. Sorry, hit or miss. Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath, but after that, I disown it. Yeah, I agree, Oculus. I quit in Cataclysm and sold my accounts. I sold them and bought an Xbox 360 and started playing Gears and Halo. I already played Halo, but I got the 360 for Gears. Main critique was their obsession with vehicles. Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, I think WoW really started the slide into like this game is not as fun anymore with flying mounts, to be honest. I thought I wanted flying mounts when they came out with Burning Crusade. And then I realized like flying mounts were ruining the fun of the game, where you had to like travel somewhere and you might run into other players and get into open world PvP. It was all completely fucking dead. Didn't exist anymore. People just mounted up and flew into the sky, and you were like, well, looks like we're not going to fight. Cool. So you had to go like Camp Lobies in Stranglethorn Vale or something like that, right? And it just wasn't the same. The big pitch battles between South Shore and Hillsbrad or whatever, in Hillsbrad. South Shore and Terran Mill, that was it. Yeah, epic flying mounts were just too much, man. It shrunk the world. It made players stop interacting with each other. Completely killed world PvP because at the time they had just released Battlegrounds. Battlegrounds were getting really popular. People stopped doing world PvP. Then flying mounts came out. It was just fucking over. Dude, I spent days doing Hillsbrad PvP. It was so fun. We would do like guild organized Hillsbrad PvP. Have a full raid group of 40, just go like smashing everything over there. It was such a good time. The Beautiful South. I don't know why British music reminded me of just them. I don't know the Beautiful South. Honestly, Oculus, I was a little disappointed with Burning Crusade. I mean, I played Warlocks at the time, so it was great because I was like a hybrid, demonology build, and that was incredibly strong at the launch of TBC. If you're doing like Altered Valley or not Altered Valley, Arathi Basin, you're doing like Arathi Basin with 2 demonology warlocks. It was the amount of crowd control is absolutely absurd. Yeah, SLSL was nuts, dude. Yeah. I didn't even need resilience. I was in fucking raid gear and I would just still absolutely destroy people. 2 fears, 2 Felgart stuns, 2 AoE fears, 2 death coils. It was just insane. And that was the whole reason I did it, was for PvP. I think at the peak of my dual boxing, one of the craziest things I did was I was running our weekly Blackwing lair with my guild, and people were mad that I was a multi-boxer, so they made me not bring my other warlock. And so what I did was I sat in Ironforge spamming LFG saying that I was starting a Molten Core raid, and I took a pickup group with like maybe 28 or 30, full that we didn't even get to 40. But I took like a smaller raid group and I raid led that in a separate channel from my main guild doing Blackwing Lair. So I was playing Blackwing Lair while raid leading Molten Core at the same time. I like TBC a lot, but it got really obnoxious with the attunements. The arena was decent, but also sort of annoying with the pillar humping. I hated arena, honestly. I think it really destroyed. It really destroyed PvP. It took all the PvP players out of the world. They just sat in a capital city and spammed like arena matches. Every WoW reference is a Hearthstone reference for me. I mean, I can get that. Hearthstone is a good game. Definitely. I liked it. What I didn't like about Hearthstone was how people would talk about the fucking meta for the game. They're like, oh, you're playing this card? That card's trash. You're stupid. You're going to lose. And I'm like, I'm just playing a video game, guys. I'm not going to be like top fucking 1% of everyone playing Hearthstone. This is crazy. It was a very toxic community, and that actually pushed me out. Yes, and buying tons of cards definitely made me stop playing it. The weird thing is I just said like I stopped playing it because it was a toxic community, but then I played a lot of League of Legends at that time. And that is a crazy toxic community. I played a lot of League of Legends, but I wouldn't play solo. I always played with a pre-made group. We had a full 5. And we probably did that for like a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. It was a solid group. It was fun. I'm pretty sure that whole group was at my wedding. Yeah. The whole group of people we played with came to my wedding. Artificial Sky was one of those. The beloved Shooted, our very own, Fractal Grove internet chud. Anyway, all right, let's get back to some news off the nostalgia. Let me see if I had some other stuff in here for Strim. Okay, guys, this one's kind of funny. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4's Captain Price is looking real jank ass. I don't know if anyone saw that, but that shit was really funny to me. So people got very upset in the beta saying that he was like balding and looked really weird now. And then they were like comparing the 2 3D models, going like, this one is like the new one and this is the old one. Why the fuck does it look like this? So COD was like, we're going to fix this. I guess that we're saying that it only looked bad at the lowest level of detail. So if you turned your graphics all the way down, it's when he looked very, very bad. And they're like, all right, we're going to fix this. But of course, if you're on the internet, you look at it and you're like, that's what he looks like. And it's like, well, no, he looks better when you turn the graphics up. But man, does he look awful. We don't know how to make this anymore type shit. We used to know, but we don't. In the name of bald guys, I'm offended. I mean, brother, my hairline, I'm getting most, closer to a 5 head at this point, so don't you worry. But the this shit, it looks really bad. Tony, when you're done testing this, will you just throw up the image so that chat can see what it looks like? Okay, thank you. It's not even that he looks bald. It's like it looks like he has very, very little hair and that he's spray painted his like hairline on his head. It looks really bad. And then let's see, what else do we got? Oh, we've got so I don't think we even talked about Duskbloods yesterday. Did anyone in chat get into Duskbloods other than Illuminous and Anime, which I don't think either are around today, but I think both of them played. They were saying it was really interesting. Or maybe Illuminous was just watching videos and I was talking to Anime Figurines about it. He was saying it was like actually very compelling.
Yeah, I think Illuminous told us he didn't get into it.
Yeah. Okay, so I did read that one. We can go to Lego Skylines.
Oh, I got Captain Price for you here.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope nobody's eating. Sorry if you guys are eating. That is a horrible. The new Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 4. What the fuck?
This is supposed to be this guy. I thought that was crazy. I didn't even realize.
Yep, it's supposed to be that guy.
Yeah.
They made him look so bad.
Yep.
Yeah, Oculus, you're right. Damn, he's had a hard life. He really has. Why he look like Mr. Peanut? Does he look like Mr. Peanut? He doesn't have a monocle, bro. That's what fighting bad guys for 40 years does to you? Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they're going to do hair like that, they should have just put a boonie cap on him. Okay, so Lego Skylines, guys, I think I'm kind of interested in, as weird as that sounds, because I just don't know what a Lego city builder would be like, but it seems kind of cool.
I mean, I feel like you take City Skylines, you change money to nibs or whatever the fuck the Lego money is in the game.
Bricks.
And the buildings already kind of like assemble, as they get built and stuff. And like you don't really change anything and you make City Skylines and you make money. Like, I think it'll work.
Sounds awesome.
I think it'll work. Yeah. We need new City Skylines really bad. So,
yep. Game Steam page is live. If you guys want to go check it out over there, create a city like no other in Lego Skylines. It's a city builder you pick up for 5 minutes and suddenly it's tomorrow. Seriously, it happens. All right, whatever you say. Build whatever pops into your head or get lost in the details. What happens next is up to you. Make it beautiful, make it weird, make it yours. I think the only thing I'm worried about is Lego games are usually, they're meant for all audiences, which means like a 5-year-old. So there's basically no tension in them. And if there is no tension, I will wash out. I will not, I just won't be really into it. But I'm excited about the prospect of like a new Cities game with like good Lego art. Like they nail charm and they're very good games for the most part, the Lego games. So I hope it's good. I'm looking forward to learning more about it. Cover the basics like electricity, food, and water, then make it a place your citizens will love. Give them homes that one-up the neighbors. Good jobs, great parks, donut shops in every corner because that would be awesome. A frankly absurd amount of buildings, decorations, and other cool stuff will make it easy to create a city that's got your fingerprints all over it. Lego Skylines puts you in charge of, well, everything. Remember hospitals to keep everyone in one piece, wheat for the donuts, garbage collection, sewage, all the things that make the city click. How it all comes together is up to you. So stick your hard hat on and greenlight your weirdest ideas. Tweak one more thing more times than you'd care to admit, and let yourself enjoy a little just for fun. That is a weird fucking sentence. This is in their blurb. This is like straight off the Steam page. It's about the satisfaction putting everything just where you want it, which is, of course, exactly where it belongs. Huge forehead. Yeah, absolutely. Facepalm accident. Lego Godzilla fights would be tight in Lego Skylines. I agree with that, Turning Cog. That'd be very cool. Like, look at those bricks. That's so good. Very cool looking. I did play a lot of Lego Fortnite. That was fun. It was very fun. Oh, man, they're just spraying Legos at the side of the building. That's crazy. That's not how you put fires out. All right, so we got Lego Skylines. Let's see. We were talking about... Oh, we got this one that I didn't mention. Xbox is celebrating its 25th anniversary with a new collection of translucent accessories, green Razer keyboard, mouse, and earbuds, and more. It's the clear green plastic that they did for that run of the small controllers, not the Duke. So that, I think that looks pretty cool. It might be worth copying some of it. It's weird because I have a Razer keyboard, I have a Razer mouse, but I'm not really Razer pilled anymore. Their stuff is not the greatest quality. It doesn't last. Like, I was using Razer Death Adders for a while for mice, and then I went over to the Logitech G Pro X Ultralight or whatever the fuck it is, and that mouse is fantastic. That's my go-to mouse now. Elgato Black Widow is pretty cool. I have a Black Widow keyboard. This is the like spill-proof one. And I say it's spill-proof because I've literally dumped 3 beers into this and a full glass of water, and this keyboard will not die. It just won't die. All I do is take it outside. Like, I unplug it immediately, take this motherfucker outside, spray it down with the hose, shake all the water out, let it dry for like 2 hours, and it works again. It just refuses to give up. Yeah, dude, I had a Naga for a long time. The battery in my Naga like got all swollen, and like I had to throw it out because it was unusable anymore, and it was dangerous. I didn't want the battery to explode.
Yeah, mine stopped clicking consistently, and I had to stop using it.
Bro, that's this Death Adder. My left click will sometimes double click or not click at all.
Yep.
Yeah,
there's my Black Widow, the control and like Windows key stopped working. It was annoying enough that I had to stop using it.
Also, what's up, Elgato? Welcome. How'd you find us? What brought you in? It's always good to see a first-time chatter. They used to be great back in the WoW days. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what I bought that the Naga for, was playing WoW back in the day. It was the first like fancy mouse I bought. No, I had a Logitech with weights that you could put into it, and I used that thing forever. I might still have it in my closet somewhere. It was like 20-year-old mouse. Spilt a good amount of Red Bull into it, and it still works for me too. Nice. Did you just hose that sucker down, or you just got sticky keys now? I don't know what's a white raw, Gil. I'm not familiar with that. Thanks, I'm doing well. You recommended me because I pretty much only watch game dev streams. Nice. Okay, so Elgato, this is how we kind of do it. So we're the co-founders of Fractal Grove. I'm Vince. This is Tony down here. Tony's usually working in Unreal, and I'm interacting with you guys in chat. We only stream for 2 hours each day we stream, and we stream Wednesday and Thursday. So we don't deviate from the schedule. So if it works for you, the best way is to come through Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to noon Mountain Time, or Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So we've got about 15 minutes left to stream today. Yeah, take it easy, Gil. Have a good night. But we focus on game dev and like talking about the game industry. We help people with stuff. You know, we're working in Unreal. Yeah, I have been making video games as a professional game designer for about 15 years. You know, I worked on Destiny 2 for 5 years. I've worked on everything from mobile to AAA. Yeah, this is from Destiny. It's a mission I made that had this gun as a reward. It's called the Whisper of the Worm. Yeah, so that's kind of it. Tony's a successful software developer, entrepreneur. He started multiple software companies. Games are new for him, but he's fucking amazing. He's really good at just adapting and learning all this stuff without ever having worked in a formal game studio. So yeah, we're business partners, and that's what we're doing. The game we're working on right now is called Dread. It's a psychological horror walking sim. Dealing with like the nature of reality, referencing The King in Yellow, other cognito hazards if you're familiar with that genre of horror. We're also working on a VR game called Hyperskate. We were working on that for probably the first year and a half, 2 years. And then we took a break last October to work on Dread. We wanted to try to game jam it, but we made a bunch of very cool stuff that, made the scope get way bigger. So we don't know when we're going to release Dread. We want to try to release it this year, but we're getting rid of the whole like challenge of making it within a specific amount of time. We don't care about that. We like what we're making. We want to make it the best game ever. So, the best that we can make. So the original idea was to make a 20 to 40-minute game. This is closer to like 2+ hours now. So there's a lot more. Tony works while Vince yaps. Hot takes. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's how our stream goes for real. You missed it earlier. I was saying I don't like the Beatles and fuck Bob Dylan. So that got people pretty heated about some music. But I was covering some game industry news. We went over a bunch of stuff, talked about the GTA 6 reveal on Netflix. Your vet's basically King and Yellow is a pretty cool concept. One of my favorites. Yeah, exactly. So the last game I worked on professionally for a studio was Return to Moria. I was a lead designer there. And, I want to say like a month, 2 months, month and a half, something like that. Short window before shipping Return to Moria, they let me go. They just laid me off like very suddenly. Tony and I had already started Fractal Grove. We were thinking about like what this means and all that. We were both in a space where we were like, well, we don't have steady work right now. Let's go full time on Fractal Grove. So we've been doing that for like 3 years now. These are some good looking vegetation assets. I think these are all city sample, right, Tony?
City Park.
City Park. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, and we are in agree to disagree community. It's totally fine if people have differing opinions. I like that. I like learning from people who don't, who have a different life experience than I do. Everyone's very cool in this community. Everyone's super chill. Let me drop some links for you, Kato. The best way to keep in touch with us is through the Discord. So that's really good. Basically, everyone in that Discord is making something. There are people who follow it, who hang out on the Discord from Destiny, me working on Destiny, but they don't say anything. They haven't said anything in a very long time. So Destiny conversation has died down, which I think is great. I don't like that. I'm doing something else. I left Bungie in 2019. So it's cool. I like that people appreciate the work, but trying to keep it on Fractal Grove and what we're doing here. So if you're working in Unreal, if you like making video games, you just want to share some stuff that you've created, whatever, we're cool with all that. And then the reason we do this stream is because we're funded by the stream. So the 4 hours we put in a week, the donations we get, the subs we get, all that goes straight into the company. We don't make enough money to pay ourselves yet. We can't pay members of our team. Everyone's here for making cool stuff. And, when we release these first games and we start becoming successful, obviously that will all change. But that's it. It's the dream for us. We want to be independent, running our own game studio, have this our full-time job, have it pay our bills, and then just keep making games. That's our whole goal. But we also want to help you guys. We want to help you learn things. We want to demystify what it means to develop games. From my time at Bungie working on a high-profile product like Destiny, I got very upset or bothered by the conversation that happens between gamers and game devs. So I thought this would be a good way to get out there and just be like, you can just straight up talk to us, like we're here at the same time, same days every week. This is a good spot for you to just speak directly to the devs. So that's what we're trying to do. Another thing that I do is give people advice on like game design. And so if you're working on like your own thing and you want to talk about game design, I've done, free consultations for plenty of people in chat. Gil Brightside, Burnt Pineapple, Turning Cog. I helped him out. He actually joined our team and is helping us work on some stuff. He's fucking awesome. I'm trying to think. I don't want to miss anyone in here that I've chatted with. But yeah, Queen Anne, another person making her own game with her own team, her own studio. Like we've talked, played early builds. I gave her some game design advice. We talked through a bunch of things. So yeah, indie's the way to go. It's fun. It's made with passion. Exactly, Elcato. I think the biggest takeaway for me working at Bungie was, they say don't meet your heroes, or never meet your heroes. And I was a huge Halo fan and very, very into it. That's what got me into making games in the first place. I started making games when I was 30, so I'm 43 now. And no, I think it was 28, something like that, 27. Either way, I also had a full-time normal career that wasn't making games when I started, and I made a mobile game, and then that turned into other work. I worked on robots. That was full-time. And then from there, I got into Bungie and then worked for Topgolf, worked for Free Range Games, done a bunch of consultation and stuff in between. But yeah, so it's my main thing, and I want to keep doing this, and it's my favorite thing, and I love games. Actually working on my game right now, still in the gray boxing days. I'll share some when it's pretty enough. Dude, whenever you want, whenever you're comfortable and you want to share stuff, you're welcome to in the Discord. We have a section for that, and people like to share their things. Brightside makes music, and like he's a very awesome musician. So, Brightside is in there, talking to us about that kind of stuff too. Introduced us to some members of his community that are also working with us now, which is really fucking awesome. So yeah, that's what this place is all about, is helping everyone make the thing that they want to make, right? What kind of game are you making, Elcato? And also, like Gil, yeah, Gil was working on an RTS concept. I helped him flesh out some of those bits. And then he's got like a shmup. So like like Raiden or 1942, 1943. He is, what's it called? Blast Horizon. So I think he's got a Steam page if you want to check that out. Brightside's made a couple games too. He's got Silent Sonata and Do or Die, Pizza Survival. Those are both out on Steam right now. You're working on a horror co-op, but it's like Devour, but you have to investigate to figure out the ritual instead of just grabbing goats and throwing them. Okay, I don't know anything about Devour. Do you throw goats in Devour? Let me see. Devour game. Ooh, that looks very spooky. These screenshots are crazy, dude. Yeah, that is more psychological horror instead of conventional horror with gore and violence and stuff like that. Okay, interesting. Stop possessed cultists before they drag you to hell. Run, scream, hide, just don't get caught. Okay. It depends on the map, but you also throw rats in one of them. Since you're working Unreal, you're going for realism. Nice. Which Unreal version are you using? And if you need Unreal help, we're more than happy to help out. Have you worked in games before, Elcato? Or is this like a side project? Like a side passion project? Or are you do you have like a normal job? Do you work for a studio? I mean, like a lot of people in our community have worked on some pretty big stuff. Like Adder is a regular that comes around, and Adder just shipped Mortal Shell 2. He was the lead artist on that. And he's very fucking cool. Very cool guy. I love Mortal Shell 2. It's great seeing him succeed. So we're very, very excited, happy for him, very proud. We found out the other day that Mega Mocap works at Clay, which Clay is like one of my favorite indie devs. They make a game called Don't Starve, and that's cool as shit. Yeah, there's a lot of people around here. Oh, White Raw was a pro SC2 player. I know Gil's already gone, but he answered for me. I now understand. I'm on 5.7. Don't know if I'll upgrade just yet. Yeah, we're on 5.7 for this one. For Dread as well. Tony, should I mention anything about that thing you showed me the other day, or should we save that as like a big surprise later?
Oh yeah, I think we'll show it soon, but not yet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to show it. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're cooking a lot of stuff, guys. So, this is we're in it. We're not here to be professional streamers. We're here to be a game studio first and foremost and make really good entertainment software for you guys. So that's what we're all about, El Cato. Yes, and we are very happy and proud for Mortal Shell 2. It's definitely my favorite game right now. I'm playing so much of it. I beat it on Monday. Yeah, I beat it on Monday and started my second playthrough on like hard mode and collecting stuff and all that. So that's what I've been on right now. Probably about 30% of the way through the second playthrough. But yeah, thanks for coming through. Thanks for chatting. Hopefully you've joined the Discord and stuff, and you're chilling. You did. I'm gonna wave to say hi. I waved at El Cato. Oh, Brightside said his Twitch messed up. Yes, Twitch was messed up. Brightside. It's my first project. I'm a software dev, and I got into game dev 6 months ago, and I loved it. Since I'm unemployed now, it's basically not just a hobby. It's freelance as a side hustle and focus on the game. Nice. Well, since you're new to it, if you want any advice, you want to talk about stuff, hit me up. You can see on the little card thing there, the overlay. I'm Viper Zero in the Discord and stuff. So hit me up if you want to chat about things. If you have some technical questions, definitely ask Tony. He's Wallfacer. But yeah, and if we don't get back to you or have an answer for you, somebody will in the Discord. Everyone's very supportive and friendly. So yeah, that's it, man. That's kind of the format. Thanks for hanging out with us. We've got a bunch of really interesting stuff. We have like fully stream integrated things. Tony's cooking right now. He's making some stuff for our forest level, the second level in the game. And it's really cool. It's very exciting. And Turning Cog has been working on like environment art stuff for our fourth level. But he's helped a ton across the project with like different, 3D models and lights and stuff like that. For sure, dude. Thank you guys so much. You're pretty cool. Thanks, man. You too. Turning Cog, highly recommend hitting them up. They brought so much clarity in my solo project. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad to have helped, man. Tony, you still doing the fog cards, or are you doing a different thingy?
Fog's done. I want to try to add a street light, but that is repeated in each quadrant so that it sells the illusion better. So I'm trying to get that hooked up real quick.
Awesome, dude. Oh, I just remembered something that I'm going to type in Discord. Sorry, guys. I wanted to send this message before I forgot. It was something important for the team. I got to get back to it. Good luck, boys. Yeah, of course. Thank you, Cato. Thanks for following and hanging out. Like I said, we're always Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, sweet. All right. I've got to get going here pretty soon, Tony. So if you wanted to,
yeah, give me like 2 minutes. And
of course, dude. Yeah, of course. I've got a bit of a buffer, so we'll be okay. What's up, Graham? How you doing, brother? I'm going for. I'm gonna get steak today. I think Turning Cog. It's birthday dinner for my wife and I. In-laws are taking us out. I might get a bison steak. Oh man, I'm thinking about it now. My stomach is just very spinny and hungry. I could feel it just go like, "Oh, you're thinking about steak? Let's go, dude. I'm fucking ready." Long pig or riot? Yep. Graham, how you living? Happy birthday. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, of course. Thank you. It wasn't our anniversary, Anna. That's back in June, but it is our birthday. My wife and I both have August birthdays. So we kind of like save it up, and then we go like, okay, we'll go out with her parents, My parents do not live nearby. My dad and my dad's side of the family lives in Texas and Florida, and which probably explains a bit about me. And then my mom lives in Spain, and my mom's side of the family is in Denver. They're closer, but I see them more often than my dad's side, but not very much. Usually like once a year. So it's my in-laws are around the corner, so we see them a lot. They're very cool people. Your dad's birthday is tomorrow. Well, tell Papa Anna that I said happy birthday. You'd be like, guy on the internet said happy birthday. Slogging through UI, channeling rage to make it through. Graham, dude, I hope you get out of the fucking UI pit soon, man. You were crashing out yesterday, having a tough time of it. Graham, I can't remember. This is day job, right? This isn't side project? Because I remember you saying you used to do. Oh yeah, you have like a semi-fancy job that you don't necessarily want to talk about what you do on Twitch, which I think is true, which is totally cool. I get it. I've been there. I've had a fancy job that I couldn't, legally talk about on Twitch. But now that we're doing our own thing, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm out here saying the Beatles are fucking mid and Bob Dylan sucks. You do this full time now. Hell yeah. See if I can get you with those Beatles and Bob Dylan comments.
All right, we're going to test it real quick and then we'll be done.
Hell yeah. And I think Boom might be live. So we might go over to see Boom because we haven't seen Boom in a while. Boom was playing Apex Lemons last time I saw. Oh, Boom is live.
It was probably just one round,
Oh, dude, she's actually working on a 3D model right now.
See, there you go. Just one round of Apex Legends.
Yeah. My involvement in stuff and let alone the topic is covered by many NDAs. Yeah. No worries, dude. I'm very proud of my comments. Yeah. I like giving you guys the opening, I give you a little bit. You can razz me because I definitely give it back, so it's all fine. That's awesome, Graham. I hope when the day comes, you can tell us what you're working on. We were in the same boat with Adder for probably about a year, and then he was like Mortal Shell 2, and admittedly, my first reaction was like, cool. The first one wasn't great, but I fucking love Mortal Shell 2. It's definitely my favorite game right now. It's all I want to be playing. It's so good. So I hope, Graham, that you are working on something just as exciting that you're like really into, and that either way, will at least feign interest as best we can and be excited and happy for you. I mean, hopefully it's like, I don't know. You guys probably know me well enough now that like I'm just gonna be honest and say what I really feel. So now I'm nervous. Now I hope it's something that I'm excited about, Graham. I really do, because then I can genuinely be like happy and supportive, because you've been very supportive and a chill dude hanging out in the community. So we love it when you come around. Dude, the NDAs were super nuts. I think there were two crazy ones that I got. I had an NDA non-compete at Topgolf that I could not sign because it would have affected Fractal Grove. So I had to get into negotiations with the CTO and the general manager of my branch of Topgolf, which was the media division. And I had to negotiate with them for 3 months and send the paperwork back and forth between a lawyer to redline it until we finally agreed on an NDA that would work for me. And then the ones at Bungie were like, hey, do you have social media? And if you said yes, they were like, you don't need more, which is fucking crazy. Vince faking positivity. I'm very bad at it, guys. Like, I hope you recognize that. I definitely don't fake my positivity. I try really hard. Can we get a confirmation of how many Easter eggs are in Dread? I don't know that we can confirm or deny the Easter eggs, Brightside. As I think about it right now, it's definitely like there's plans to think about some stuff, if that makes sense. It's the other way around. I can't talk about what I did before. I can talk about the new shit. Oh, because the previous stuff, because you did like forensic accounting things. Yeah. It's all ran by me now. Hell yeah, Graham. That's awesome. So that's why you're doing the UI slog. Is UI slog? Sorry. Is your UI slog just you? I feel like you had a team. Like you had some people you were working with. So I'm guessing you need to unblock them a little bit or something. Or is this just the march, everyday progress? Yes, you do, but they're brand new devs. I get it. This is not your first game, though, right? I guess you probably can't say. And to be fair, I've loosened up a lot of my Bungie NDA because Bungie's not doing so good. So it doesn't matter. I try to just keep away from like slander and libel and whatnot and just talk about my personal experience. A fog material cooking, said Brightside.
Thank you. It's kind of looking like the fog didn't get deleted, right? So we'll see what happens, but I can't see shit in the lake right now. Yeah, so that's how that works in the forest.
Interesting. Looking good, Mang.
Yeah, very rudimentary from the top, but
all right.
Well,
yeah. I just want to read Anna's message and then we'll wrap it up. We're on electoral period right now and basically can't post anything for any candidates or remotely about any campaign. I just locked my IG and stopped looking at it. Not that I was looking at it much anyway. Yeah. No, I feel you on that, Anna. I'm pretty anti social media, despite the fact that we're on social media right now. It's bad for people. So I think generally, if you can find a reason to do it, shut that shit off and never get on it again. It's just better for everyone. Okay. Well, I'm going to send you guys on over to Boom. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. Thank you for dealing with the Twitch weirdness and chatting with everybody and saying hello and, all that. And always you guys being incredible people. So we will catch y'all next week. Have a good weekend. And, be safe but not too safe. And we will see y'all later. Thank you.